Hey there, good morning everyone. Wednesday, the 18th of May, 2022. This morning's devotional is a reading from the first book of Samuel, chapter 17, verse 50, which reads, So David triumphed over the Philistine with a sling and a stone. Without sword in his hand, he struck down the Philistine and killed him. The David versus Goliath syndrome means that the little guy goes against the giant. There are times when the little guy goes against the big one and gets flattened like a steamroller does to a stray cat. However, David's remarkable victory was marked by 4 qualities which are so lacking in the world today. Number 1, he was competent, he was courageous, he was committed, and he was confrontational. We all have those times when we are facing a problem which appears larger than life, like that giant before us. So what can we learn from David's story? Firstly, competence. Goliath wore a heavy armor and carried a sword large enough to chop a tree down with a single swipe. But David came against him on his own terms, exactly as he would face an animal which raided his father's flock. Simply put, he was his own man and refused to be like everyone else. For a weapon, David used a sling which carried a stone, and he threw it with precise accuracy. Obviously, years of training also help with that. But David knew also where his strength came from. He said to the Philistine, "You come against me with sword and spear and javelin, but I come against you in the name of the Lord." See, that's where competence comes in. Courage. Others, no doubt, trusted in the Lord, but preferred to stay in the shade and pray. David had the guts to go for it. Real heroes are not individuals with superhuman courage, but simply people who are confronted with a situation demanding action and then doing what has to be done. Number 3. Commitment. This really was not David's fight. He just went after all, he just went to go and see how his brothers were doing. He wasn't even a soldier, but his love for his country and for his God demanded he get into the battle. You've probably heard this saying, but I'll give it again now this morning. Edmund Burke once said, "All that is necessary for evil to triumph is for good men to do nothing." Confrontation. Hand-to-hand combat was necessary. Going one-on-one with the enemy is never pleasant, but apart from confrontation, evil is sure to triumph. My dear friends, let us begin cultivating these qualities in our daily lives, the qualities of competence, courage, commitment, and confrontation, and stop giving in to the giants that we face each and every day. Know this, that our God is larger than any giant that may cross your path. May the Lord be with you. May he bless you. May he cause his face to shine upon you and be with you always. Goodbye.